Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about contractions. And no, not the kind you get before having a baby. We're talking about punctuation contractions, which are actually really simple once you understand what they do. What is a contraction? A contraction is a shortened form of two words that are joined together. When we create a contraction, we use an apostrophe to replace the missing letters. The main purpose of contractions is to make your writing sound more conversational and natural, the way people actually talk. You use contractions all the time when you speak, and they're very common in informal writing. Let's look at some common examples. I'm going to group these into categories to help you see the patterns. First, negatives. These are probably the ones you use most often. Don't, which is do not. Can't, which is cannot. Won't, which is will not. Isn't, which is not. Aren't, which is are not. Wasn't, which is was not. Haven't, which is have not. Hasn't, which is has not. Hadn't, which is had not. Next, pronouns combined with verbs. I'm, which is I am. You're, which is you are. He's, which can be either he is or he has. She's, which is she is or she has. We're, which is we are. They're, which is they are. It's, which is it is or it has. And finally, modal verbs. I'll, which is I will. You'd, which is you had or you would. They'd, which is they had or they would. Could've, which is could have. Should've, which is should have. Would've, which is would have. Notice the pattern. The apostrophe always goes where letters have been removed. So how do you actually create a contraction? It's a 4-step process. Step 1. Identify the two words you want to combine. Let's use have not as our example. Step 2. Remove one or more letters, usually from the second word. In have not, we remove the O from not. Step 3. Replace the missing letters with an apostrophe. That leaves us with have, n, apostrophe, t. Step 4. Join the remaining letters together, and we get haven't. Easy, right? Now, let's talk about some common mistakes, because these trip people up all the time. Mistake number 1. Confusing it with its. It's with an apostrophe means it is or it has. For example, it's raining outside. It's without an apostrophe is possessive. For example, the dog wagged its tail. Mistake number 2. Confusing your with your. Your means you are. For example, you're doing great. Your is possessive. For example, your work is excellent. Mistake number 3. Confusing their with their or their. Their means they are. For example, they're coming to the party. Their is possessive. For example, their house is beautiful. There refers to a place. For example, put it over there. Mistake number 4. Writing could of instead of could've. People make this mistake because could've sounds like could of when you say it out loud. But could've is actually could, have, not could, of. Could've isn't even grammatically correct. Finally, let's talk about when you should and shouldn't use contractions. You should use contractions in dialogue, when characters are speaking, informal writing, like text messages or personal emails, creative writing. You should avoid contractions in academic writing, formal essays or research papers, business documents or professional correspondence. The more formal the writing, the fewer contractions you should use. And that's it. Contractions are a simple way to make your writing sound more natural and conversational. Just remember, apostrophe goes where the letters are missing. Watch out for those tricky homophones, and match your contraction use to the formality of your writing. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep writing, keep reading, because remember, the magic happens between the lines. See you next time.